Hey, I thought I'd give my 2 cents on what I saw on the tactics for Donald Trump failed assassination there. A lot of you guys are asking me. I did 2 tours, close protection team with Canadian Armed Forces, so I know a little bit about security with way less resources than the Secret Service have. We had minimal resources in Afghanistan. So, and we were just protecting generals and diplomats. So before, since this was a static location, there would have been an advanced team out there and it would have been checking out this venue, going over everything, all possible threats, areas that where possible enemy locations could come from, is what we'd call it in the military. And you know, that building that has a direct sight line to a podium would be one of the markers. Even that sniper team would have been saying that's a possible spot we might have to be taking a shot. They probably have it already like zoned in there and they know the distances immediately to that, right? So there would have been reports done, especially for these static locations that get delivered to the teams that are going to be there on the day. They'd have orders in the morning. This will happen. If you're going to go over your SOPs again, your standard operating procedures. If a guy with a knife comes running at the president, what do you do? If shots come from far, what do you do? And those are called standard operating procedures. And so clearly we saw what happens if bullets come, and good on the teams for getting there immediately. Where I found it really weird is anytime there's an attack, let's say you're walking through the mall and something happens, you want to get off the X. The X is where it's happening. You either want to push through it or you want to go back out of it. That's where stuff's going down. So you've seen it in any other assassination attempts. All the security teams take the principal, who is the VIP, who is the president in this situation, and you get him off the X as quickly as possible and into the limo, which is like the bulletproof car there, you can see. So I don't understand how the big huggy thing, okay, fine, providing all-around defense around the president, but then I know they're balancing what he wants to do for politics, stand up and do that. And sometimes the leader of close protection at that point, or the Secret Service, just gotta take the principal, and you're going, maybe you'll lose your job, but you're gonna keep him alive, right? You're like, we're getting off the X. And then even when he's getting into the car, he does one step up in the limo and his head's exposed. And I'm like, oh, there's another chance that they could take a shot. We'd be throwing the VIP into the car. We've practiced with Canadian generals, live fire ranges, hot barrels going into the vehicles, melting the leather and the carpet, and throw them in there. And that's just what happens. I don't know why it was all like soft getting him in there. I know he's a bit older, but that just doesn't matter. You get him off the X and you get him out of there, rush him as soon as possible to get him out of there. Now, there was some talks that civilians were telling police that, hey, we can see the guy. So possibly it was being radioed at that time. We'll have to wait for the full reports. And then maybe the sniper didn't have authorization and they were possibly to take the shot. Maybe they were balancing, like, do we pull him from the stage and embarrass him if that turned out to be nothing and just a guy with a camera that got on a roof? Oh shoot, now he's shooting. Now we go to this. So that's you got to the leadership has to make those calls. So some people are going to lose their jobs over that because leadership has to take the call, make the call, just like anything, business, buck stops with you. So there would be some top guy that would have been on the ground that day. He has to make the call and protect everything. Everyone else is just kind of doing their little job. And there's going to be one leader in control of everybody, even the sniper teams. And there should have been more than enough resources. Like, yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? That's my opinions. And let me know.